Okay, so what we're going to be doing next is we're going to be copying this segment XM down here where it says constructing segments AB, XY, and CD. We're going to be copying that segment XM down here. You can kind of ignore this instruction. That's not really what we're going to be doing, but we are going to use this space to do what we need to do. So if you've followed the instructions so far, this point M we know represents the midpoint between X and Y. We can use this just kind of by counting the spaces. I know that this length is 3 and that length is 3, so this point is right in the middle. Okay, so just like we did constructions on the other side, we're going to do that construction here. So the first thing is that we need to create a place for us to put this segment XM. So you're going to place this point X, and then you want to create a line using a straight edge. So I'm going to take my ruler. Okay. It can go up, it can go down, it's kind of okay, but well, actually now that I think about it, since for the purpose of art drawings, you want to try to make it kind of straight, but it's okay if it's not perfect. Okay. And you're just going to draw a line. Now remember, this line isn't the same length as XY. That's not the purpose of this line. The purpose of this line is just to give us a place to put this XM on a straight line. Okay. So just like we did on the front, okay, the way that we're going to copy this segment XM is by taking our compass, taking this bracket and placing it on top of X. Then over here, we're going to use these dots to sort of measure where that point M is without actually using a ruler. Okay, so if I come over here, now it's not perfect, and that's kind of okay because this is not a perfect compass. This is the safety compass. So I'm going to measure that it's about right here, okay, at this dot. Let's see, and that dot is about at the 1.5 mark. I'm going to put that right there. Okay. So then I can come down here to my empty space. Okay. I'm going to take my bracket and place it on top of point X. Okay. And that same dot that I used before, I'm going to use again, just to make a little arc that'll intersect this line. Okay. Put a point where they intersect and label that point in. And if you need to verify, you can always double check with your patty paper that you did it correctly. So copy your XM onto your patty paper, and then if it matches the same XM as up here, and again it's not quite perfect but it's pretty close, okay, so I know I did my construction correctly. Okay, now we're going to find the midpoint of XM using our constructions just like we did before. So again, the first step is actually just going to have you kind of estimate about where that midpoint would be. So I'm going to estimate that it's somewhere in this area. The second step is to take your compass, place the bracket on the X, and then you're going to choose a dot, and you want the dot to be just a little bit bigger than where you think that midpoint area is going to be. So I'm going to choose, let's use this dot right here. It's just a little bit bigger than where I think my midpoint is going to be. Okay, so take my pen or pencil, place that inside, and draw my arc and make it big so that it goes over on this side and over on this side. Now I'm going to take my compass and flip it around so that my bracket is on top of point M this time. Okay. Now I kind of made it easier for myself. I marked it with my marker, so I know I used this one right here. Okay. So going on the other side, okay, this is the same dot as I used before, so I'm creating the same size arc as I did before. Okay. Okay, and then these 2 points are where my 2 arcs intersect, and I draw a line connecting those 2 points. And then this right here, this is my midpoint. So this is my midpoint between X and M, but we're going to call this point Q, because we already have an M, so we're going to give this a new letter.